Okay, so question number one. Do you ever feel bad about your appearance? If so, at any particular times? I would say I feel bad frequently about my appearance, definitely on a daily basis, lots and lots of times a day. I would say I feel worse about my appearance or think about my appearance a lot in the run up to any social situation. So if I'm going out and meeting friends, if I'm with people I don't know, if I'm going to a work meeting, if I'm perhaps going into the office, I would say, yeah, I think about my appearance far worse if I'm going to meet other people. Number two, do you dislike any physical parts of yourself? I'm really ashamed to say that I do dislike most parts of myself. I would say in particular, I don't really like my face, I don't like my body. That's pretty much the whole of me, which is really, really bad. But yeah, I'm just going to be truthful. Number three, how long do you spend thinking about your appearance on an average day? I would say active thoughts frequently throughout the day, but I would say rather than kind of active thoughts, it's more that it's kind of on my subconscious, it's always in the back of my mind. Particularly if I'm going to meet a friend, I'll spend ages thinking, oh, what should I wear? What do I look slimmest in? Yeah, I kind of give myself quite a hard time, I think. Number four, how do you feel about yourself when trying on new clothes in the changing room or when looking in the mirror somewhere? Absolutely hate trying on clothes in the changing room. I always have since my early teens, I think, since I started to become really conscious of my body and the changes, obviously, that I went through in my kind of early teenage years. Yeah, I don't really like it at all. I'm really, really, really self-critical, particularly in changing rooms. Never think the lighting's very good. But yeah, I don't like going to change rooms. I don't like looking in the mirror. Number five, does how you feel about your appearance ever affect your confidence with the opposite sex? Absolutely, affects my confidence with the opposite sex massively. Even with my husband, who I've been with for about 15 years, I still find now my appearance will massively affect my confidence in front of him, both in normal situations and then in more intimate situations. It affects things all round. Particularly if I'm meeting men that I don't know as well. If I'm out and about, if I'm meeting friends' husbands or friends' boyfriends, often quite conscious of myself, just in that I don't feel confident, I think. So yeah, it does definitely affect my confidence with the opposite sex. Number six, if you had a magic wand, what would you ideally look like? I would look like somebody like Anne Hathaway, somebody who's just very, very naturally pretty, someone who doesn't have to spend a long time over their hair and makeup, someone who doesn't feel like they have to, hide behind their makeup, someone who just gets up in the morning, rolls out of bed, and just looks great and looks beautiful inside and out. Number seven, what do you look for in the opposite sex, personality and looks wise? Personality, somebody who holds themselves quite well, somebody who's confident. Confidence is a really, really key thing for me in the opposite sex, and somebody physically, I guess, who is kind of tall, dark and handsome. I think you're always attracted to the opposite thing. I'm short, blonde and not so handsome. So yeah, that's what I look for. Number eight, would you prefer your partner to be sensitive, for instance, writes songs and plays guitar, or somebody who goes to the gym and lifts weights? Definitely more sensitive. I'd far rather have somebody who can speak their mind, good or bad, and say what they think, and be open with me. Somebody who puts thought into things and thought into making me feel good or perhaps treating me well, than I would be with somebody who looks great with massive muscles but who spends most of his time at the gym, gets back late because he's been in the gym pumping iron for 4 hours. That's not for me at all. Number nine, would you think it's weird if a guy spent more time than you thinking about his appearance? I wouldn't find it weird. I guess I just wouldn't really find it attractive. I think that, again, for me, confidence is a big thing in the opposite sex. I think it's attractive if somebody is confident. If somebody spends hours and hours getting ready, then obviously he wouldn't have that confidence. So I would say I wouldn't think it's strange, I just wouldn't find it that attractive. Number 10, what's your ideal body image compared to somebody famous? There's lots of famous people like Heidi Klum, she's a supermodel. She is absolutely stunning. That to me is not the ideal body image, because I think it's unachievable. I think there's very few people that look like that. She's obviously 6 foot tall and a size 0. And she looks really good, but I think for me, ideal body image would just be somebody who's a bit more natural, someone like Scarlett Johansson or Jessica Alba. I don't particularly find it that attractive when people have had a lot of surgery or a lot of enhancement. So I would say somebody who is just naturally sort of toned, somebody who does care about their figure but who doesn't extreme diet. somebody with curves, definitely with boobs and a bum, but not surgically enhanced. That's what I would say. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.